after we finish this year, I start in the spring negotiations for 2010-11. So it's how much, you know, for example, on furlough days. Furlough days, 3 furlough days for our district was able to save $20 million. It was wholeheartedly rebuffed by a union. So I didn't have a way to have $20 million. You know, yes, there's no dollars for a cash raise. However, you picked up health insurance, and by the way, let's not forget 9.7% in retirement benefits each year, inclusive of this year. You know, so our board, quite honestly, in my humble opinion, you know, and frankly, the superintendent have put significant dollars on the table. However, I don't have enough. The clear thing that I'd like to come out of the session, leave us alone. Sincerely. A true hold harmless, a true no new mandates. If I have to meet class size, the numbers, I need 752 new teachers based on our projection, equivalent of 54 million new dollars. I'm not expecting any new dollars, let alone 54 million new dollars to meet class by class. So,
and I don't think any school district is going to be able to do it, you know, across the state. And the colleagues that I've talked to in other school boards, they're hedging their bets on what the penalty, if it's going to be imposed. We couldn't have stopped, you know, somebody from stealing or doing whatever was going to happen. That was outside of our school district, in my opinion. And unfortunately, it had a huge impact on us, but that was just, you know, somebody doing something that they should not have done and breaking the law. You know, it has forced us to look at how we do things, but not whether the ethics panel comes back and says the system's broken or not. I think that, you know, that was something that was really outside of how our system is set up.
ultimately, you know, the superintendent then, Frank Till and Garrison, you know, and found the Southwest Ranches property that was in fact available. Now, you know, from there, you get multiple stories. You get the fact that it was 10 acres, 15 acres, but only 3 buildable acres. And all the rest of it, you would have to demark at an exorbitant price to be able to get any high school buildable property on. You know, I tell you, you know, as a right or as a wrong, you know, we were in that kind of a situational piece where you had to have a piece of property to build a high school. You couldn't get away down there in that sector of our county without building a high school to relieve Cypress Bay. You know, I wish I could tell you, you know, that we could really, you know, we've had our auditors audit it, you know, with great detail to really come up with, you know, what is or was, you know, the actual root cause or the root issue. You know, and frankly, you know, I don't believe, you know, that necessarily, you know, we found it. You know, there obviously it's under investigation again, or at least, you know, being talked about again with the FBI investigation. So ultimately, you know, perhaps, you know, some of the unconnected dots can get connected.